Max Verstappen, what a morning he's had. 22 laps round Suzuka on his debut. What did you make of his efforts?
Well, he was very clean and tidy to be 0.4 of a second from Daniel Kvyat. Even although Daniel Kvyat hasn't been here before, he's had a season of racing with the car, and so he's been neat and tidy as he comes up through the S's. A lot of little corrections on the steering wheel, but he's able to actually find the line very quickly. And as he now comes up through the Dunlop, this is where you actually hold your breath. You've got quite a lot of time there with high G-forces, and you're sort of hanging on. But if you look at his head is actually very, very stable. So physically, he is much better prepared than I think most people expected. As he came through Degner there, he was nice, neat and tidy, used all of the camber as he came through the second part, now into the hairpin. Taking the slightly different line, because now a lot of people just run a little bit wider and don't make the apex. But very neat and tidy laps so far. One little wiggle from him, but I have to say, he's been very impressive.
He's been really mature, and I suppose the fact that he's been announced by Toro Rosso so early gives him a lot more preparation time than the guys that we've seen slotted in February, for example.
Yeah, and also the other aspect to it is that he knows where he's going. He doesn't have any question marks over his future in 2015, and so he can approach this session with a relaxed attitude that he doesn't have to do everything here. He can build up to it. On this lap, he has had a good lap. He was 0.4 off, but there's easily 2 or 3 tenths there that I'm sure he's sitting back saying, well, I could have gained at Spoon. I didn't use all of the road. I could have gained in 130R. I clipped the apex curb and didn't use all of the road on exit. So he'll be very happy, and I know his father is, by the performance today.
But that's interesting, isn't it? Sometimes you can watch a young driver and you feel nervous when you're watching them. You didn't feel like that with Max. You didn't feel there was any chance of him going off. The car obviously had a problem and he was forced to go off, but even he handled that well with his feedback to the team.
He did. He said exactly what the problem was, in his opinion, and then he asked, what do I do? And they told him, and he did it. He came back, his helmet on, walked straight past into the pit, did the correct thing. Then he was, he was relieved, I would say, that his first day is over, and it's been a big tick in the box for him.
Well, let's have a moment to talk.